Ooh! Is it too loud? Is it too loud? I'm so sorry, it might be too loud for you. Yeah, so anyway, hi guys, this is Eli.
Hi guys.
Alright, Eli is a player from America, and I would like to share with you guys some of the craziest things that you guys may see from a player like him. So today we will do that, and we will check out something really interesting that I'm very sure 99.9% of the players out there may not have ever seen before. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. Alright, so if you guys already know, first of all, we actually have 3 teams available in Pokemon GO, correct?
Yes.
Team Mystic, Team Instinct, and Team Valor. But to someone like Eli, no, there's actually a 4th team. What team is that, bro?
It's Team Harmony.
Team Harmony, correct. So before we continue though, to show you guys what Team Harmony means, I would like to extend a huge thank you to Eli because I'm here in Las Vegas doing this video with him. I'd like to thank him for taking his time off to actually shoot this video with me. First of all, thank you very much, bro.
Thank you very much for having me on as well. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, bro. And the second thing is also I'd like to thank him and his girlfriend Ling for being really good hosts to bring us around to here in Las Vegas, even bringing us here to Starbucks to actually have breakfast before we go for our day 2 Hoenn tour event again. Thank you very much. Really appreciate everything you have done for me and my friend Isaac.
Glad we were able to help out as well.
So today, what is Team Harmony?
So Team Harmony, just not picking a team.
Yeah, not picking a team at all, and this is what we mean. Check it out. He has no team at all, and he is level 40 with how much? 853,975,000. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong number. It minus away 20 minutes. So it's at 873,975,980 XP. He's definitely the highest XP count, highest stats count as a Team Harmony player. And today we want to check out what it takes to actually be a player like him, to run an account like this, and why he actually does this also. But before we do that, let's go ahead to have a short introduction from Eli himself. So would you like to say some things about yourself?
Sure, yeah. So my name's Eli, from Michigan. Started playing the game when the game came out. I really loved the games, the handheld games. I loved Pokemon Yellow when the games first came out in the US.
I played that too, actually.
So I really loved those. So the nostalgia was there for me.
Okay.
So when I heard that this game was going to come out, I knew I had to download it and I had to play it. I'm not really a gamer by any means, but this was like the one exception in my life.
I see. Okay. Why Pokemon GO? Why did you start playing Pokemon GO?
So Pokemon GO, like I said before, it was just the nostalgia factor of growing up with Pokemon, loving the series, loving the show, and enjoying collecting the cards as well, playing the mobile games on like Game Boy Color.
I see.
So when it came up, I'm like, you know what, I should probably just start playing this. So it was a no-brainer for me. I just jumped on, started playing. I actually didn't start playing my account the very first day, so I was trying to find a name that I liked, and every single option that I checked, none of them worked.
I see.
So like
how do you pronounce your IGN?
So I pronounce my IGN Kun Quetzalcoatl.
Kun Quetzalcoatl. That's my first time ever pronouncing his IGN, to be very honest. I always call him Eli, and actually I've known of Eli crazy account since I think 2018.
Okay.
I've heard about it from my friends, etc. To see someone being at level 40 is not the first time, because we did spoke about this yesterday. One of my friend back home in Singapore, his name is Clifton. Alright, his IGN is Optimum Presence, and he's actually the world's first person to hit level 40 as Team Harmony. So he actually reminded me about that yesterday. I totally forgot, but I'll show you guys some pictures over here. It was put out on my Instagram, and I congratulated my friend for hitting that. But he has actually quit Pokemon GO, and he has also selected a team to become Team Valor, because at that point of time his girlfriend actually wanted him to join him for raids and even for gym purposes. To this date, there are not a lot of people who actually play the game like how Eli plays it, having no team at all, because you have a lot of constraints playing the game like this, not being able to interact with the gym. That is one big thing that he can never do. Alright, there are a lot of other things that he cannot do, and he has to really play the game in a very different manner as compared to us. When I say us, I'm referring to myself, who has a team. And you know, the joke was that right here, there was a Primal Kyogre. It is the Hoenn tour right now. There's Primal Kyogre, there's Primal Groudon. He cannot rate them at all. Alright, you want to tell them what happens if you actually tap on the gym?
So if I tap on the gym, it'll just give me the prompt to join a team. And so I just force close the game and have to reopen it.
Correct. So he does that every time when he accidentally taps on the gym, right?
If I do accidentally tap it, I'll have to do
so
that.
Other than that though, how would you be able to interact with the gym though?
So the only way that I can interact with gyms right now is using like a Go Plus.
Yep.
I can interact with the gym stop simply by spinning it.
Yep.
But I can't gain any progress up to gold medaling any gyms.
Because you don't get any gym points at all when you actually spin the gym. Just to check out a few things. There's one thing I would like to see. By the way, I've not seen anything yet on his account. The one thing that I really like to see is this particular thing. Oh my god.
So I did start registering more than 1,000 gyms finally.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to see, just a defender.
Yeah.
His highest gym points is a gym without any tier at all. Not even bronze, not even... No points at all. Yeah, the one thing that I really like to see is this. Oh my god, yeah, 1,000. 1,000 is the maximum number of gyms that you guys can see. So Eli, he said he's from Michigan, but we are here in Las Vegas. But he has over 200 gyms that he has spun with. But check it out. Everything here, none of them will even be bronze at all. And this is seriously the first time I've ever seen an account like this. Oh my god, seriously. So another thing though, because yesterday Eli and we did talk about a few things, and some really crazy things actually was being shown and even spoken to me from him. And it really blew my mind. Blew my mind is a very big understatement, because I did not think so much about like, just hitting level 40 without any team. I've done it before, truth being said. And I told Eli also, when I hit 100 million XP, most of that were done, or should I say all of them were done through catching Pokemon evolutions just to get the XP. So to me it wasn't a big deal. But then when he broke down and like explained to me in a sense that there are certain things that he has to really optimize, especially when it comes to getting certain items from doing raids, and even how to optimize on berries, I'm like, my jaw just dropped. Literally just dropped. Alright, so one thing, take note, when he actually spins the gym, alright, he doesn't get as much items as compared to a player like us who has team. When you actually get to a bronze gym, you get extra 1 item. When you get to a silver gym, you actually get 2 extra items. When you get to gold gym, you get 3 extra items. It may not seem a lot though, but remember this, him being no team also, it reduces 2 items per spin whenever he spins any gym. Because if you're team Mystic and you actually have a gold gym, you technically get an extra 5 items, which you add the additional 3 that you get 8 items compared to him just spinning it as if it's just a Pokestop. So that is a big difference also, right?
It's much more efficient for me to just not spin gyms. If I'm gonna spin cap, I can't spin gyms.
Wow!
So,
okay, that did not cross my mind as well.
Yeah, sometimes I have to prioritize not using my Go Plus to spin stops. So I only manually spin regular stops. Because oftentimes I'll only get 2 items. Occasionally I'll get a 3rd item. But usually it's just 2.
Okay, so as we continue to check out what Eli has, you guys can see he has participated in quite a number of the events, but a lot of events he cannot participate in, especially this particular one, the Hoenn Tour. He could only participate in half of it, just catching Pokemon and in fact just fighting Rocket Grunts, but not being able to get the primal, especially the primal energy, which is something that a lot of people would love to get. Unfortunately for Eli, because he's not able to raid, he's not able to tap on the gym at all to actually get a team, he's not able to raid at all. So there are a few things that I like to check out though, like first of all, we'll just go through from the jogger medal over here. Alright, you can slowly scroll through. It's at 19,000, alright, which is very high. And then the next one is going to be his collector medal. It's at 894,913. Of course, you know, in order to get this amount of XP, you definitely have to catch a lot of Pokemon. How do you normally catch your Pokemon?
So oftentimes when I first started playing, I was strictly a hand catcher.
Okay.
And then I got the Go Plus. Started using that to optimize item stocking.
Okay.
And then I realized once they had increased the catch limit, when the catch cap was no longer
1,200.
Yeah, it was like 3,500. Then they bumped it to 7.
Correct.
Once they bumped it beyond that, I started using it to catch passively. Oftentimes while I was at work.
Okay.
So even if I don't have my phone out, every so often I would double check just to make sure I had it paired. So I'd have it auto spin, auto catch. If I knew I was going to get nowhere near close to capping and I didn't have to worry about it, I would just let it do its thing.
Okay.
Just to get a little extra progress in the game while I'm busy at work. So that way when I'm done, I can go and just manually catch someone.
Okay. So before we continue though, I'd just like to ask Eli one very simple question. Why? Why decide to take this path?
I guess I'm just stubborn.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said yesterday. Yeah, when we were talking about it in the car, and he literally just said stubborn. So, wow, stubbornness has its own perks, and that is basically getting an account that is something that no one else in the world would be able to get. Alright, so those are some of the things that he has shown. Evolution is very high. Oh my god, his evolution is actually way higher than mine actually.
Oh, I thought yours was. I thought you were at about 150.
No, okay, not way higher. Mine is 144, 144,000 for mine. He's at 147,000.
I thought I was still a little lower than you on that.
Clearly, I was spending a lot of time in the raid lobby that I can't evolve as much as him. Right?
I have extra time to do that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Alright, so I mean, time is the thing that restricts us a lot. So hence, that's something that we actually do discuss. As for breeder medal, you guys can see he's at 10,000. Not really too high, but what's the reason for that?
I never really spent a lot of coins on buying. Oh, that's another thing. I don't get Pokecoins. So I have to buy all of my coins.
Okay,
as well.
that was the first time that he just told me that. Yes.
Yeah, I can only buy coins. I can't.
He can only
I can't
buy
collect
coins.
free
He cannot collect 50 coins or even the past when it was 100 coins.
Yeah, no. It would have been nice. But no, I couldn't do it either.
I mean, Niantic was doing the testing in Australia.
I was really hoping that they would
you could get
that.
coins just
So you
from
get
the
like 20,
completing field
like
research
maybe
and
like 20
20
coins a day.
coins
That
and the
would have
rest
been
were
really
from
nice.
gyms, right? Unfortunately, that system wasn't implemented. I'm a bit more mind blown now again. I do get coins from gyms sometimes, not that I need to do that, but it's just that. Boom. Alright, so as for Pokestop Spun, he is very, very high, 561,000. Alright, which medal do you think is the most crazy or you are most proud of to actually show us?
Outside of probably the scientist medal,
Okay.
it's probably just gonna be my my lack of all raid medals.
Yes.
So they don't
That's
exist.
something that if you guys haven't noticed yet, I actually did notice. He does not have the Battle Go. He does not have the Battle Legend. He does not have the Champion Medal. Oh, he has the Battle Go.
They're grayed out. So
Grayed out
they're
medal.
grayed out, and along with Ace
Yeah,
Trainer.
an Ace Trainer. All zero. Okay? Mine is at few thousands, but wow, this is just on another level, okay? This
So
is really,
the section
really
of
insane.
space for all the medals is very small.
Correct.
For me.
So another thing though, if you guys also notice, yes, he is still at level 40. What is the reason why you can't progress up to level 40?
The reason why I cannot progress any further
Yep, is
because I would have to complete 30 raids
correct.
to advance to level 41.
And you have never ever completed one.
No, I've never done that.
Yesterday you were telling me something about the gym giving you some issues, not gym, but your XP.
Yes.
Alright, because if you guys look at his XP count, it currently shows it at a 0 digit at the back, 980. Alright, but Eli, he is kind of an OCD person, likewise for myself. Alright, we want to have a clean number whenever we get to a certain milestone like 100 million or 200 million or even 1 billion. Alright, so when I hit 1 billion, my XP count was at 9999999 all the way there. Alright, if the number was off, we would feel like, oh, we didn't get a clean screenshot and that kind of sucked. But he told me yesterday that he had an issue. There was one particular event.
It was the Go Fest event, I believe it was 2018.
Okay.
When we had the Celebi research.
Okay, and what happened?
I didn't realize at the time when I was clearing the research at the park, I was just clearing things as quick as I could so I could just go back to catching. Some of the rewards gave you XP based on the year it was. So it was 2018, I believe. So I got 2018 for XP. I think it was 3 times. But I was lucky egged the whole time. I perma egged the whole day, and I didn't think about it. I didn't look. And then after the event was over, maybe like a week or 2 later, I started getting ready to hit a milestone. And I realized that I had the number 3 at the end of my XP run, and I couldn't have ever gotten that ever.
Yeah. So what did you do after that?
So after that, I kind of panicked and I stopped playing for like a week.
That's how dedicated he is to his numbers. That one I really salute to, and I totally understand. But in the end, you actually did email to Niantic, right?
Yeah, so I emailed Niantic and I had said, I didn't know at the time, I didn't realize it was XP as part of the rewards. So I thought there was an error or glitch that something must have happened because there's no way for me to get that XP number with the 3 at the end.
Correct.
And I asked them if there was anything they could do to remove the XP.
Just to add on to what he just said, what he meant is that whenever you catch a Pokemon and it runs, you get 25 XP. When you actually spin a gym, you get 25 XP also without Lucky Egg. So basically, his multiplier for the last digit will only be in digits of either 0 or 5.
Yes,
it will not be any other digit. So hence to see a digit like 3 or even 7 is very weird for him to see. Yeah. So when he explained all this to me, I was like, wow, I didn't thought of that. But yeah, I would feel really, really sad deep down in myself also, because I would really want the number to be a certain number for a screenshot. But that clearly made him feel really, really down that he didn't even touch the game for 1 week, man.
When I was waiting there for that 1 week, I reached out to some people. So the friendship system had already been added into the game, and I had basically told them, "Hey, I can't let you open. I can't. I can't coordinate right now."
Otherwise, he'll surpass a certain number milestone that he doesn't want to hit yet. So that's how dedicated he is with the numbers, like I said. But you know, he's less than 130 million away from hitting 1 billion. Alright, and hopefully the numbers at the end doesn't change at all. That would be really tragic if it does, but it will change because there are still certain events and certain researches that will actually appear and happen that he would have to claim, but he can always hold back and not claim those
I actually
rewards,
did that.
right?
I actually did that for day one. I didn't claim one of the daily quests that was a expire time limit on it.
Okay.
That would have given me a 7.
I see. Alright, so other things that I would like to show you guys, yes, first of all, he can actually catch Pokemon, so like the Pikachu medal, the Rattata medal, etc. He all can get it. He can do few research tasks also, so he's at 24,000. But the thing that he can actually do, technically still battling, is fighting against Team Rocket Grunt, correct? So this is the Team Rocket Grunt man.
Very minimal.
Yeah, but I was thinking in my head, like, what are the activities that Eli would do that requires him to use revives and potions? So it only occurred to me that it's only when he battles Rocket Grunts that he requires to actually use those items. Other than that, I don't think there's any other activity, right?
No, that's about it. Yeah, so I just keep max potions, max revives. Sometimes I'll hold on to some hyper potions if I need to, and normally I'll purge them every so often. Whenever my item storage gets full, I'll purge some out, so I'll keep 35 to 40 on hand.
Was there ever a need for you to discard the potions and revives?
Before they had added more item space, and before they had added rocket stops, I would throw them all out every single time.
Because before Rocket was available, he couldn't use them at all.
There was no point in me holding them.
True.
So I would throw them all away.
Yeah, that did not occur to me. So for Go Battle League wise, he can still play Go Battle League, right, bro?
Yes,
and that is one of the activity that he can do to obtain certain rare items, such as rare candy. Remember, rare candy is only obtainable through certain activities like raiding, and in fact certain events, few research tasks available also from the few research tasks, right? And in fact Go Battle League. But to limit yourself to not be able to raid, basically you can't get rare candies or rare candy XL. Alright, now that we are talking about rare candy XL, how were you able to get rare candy XL at all?
I don't think I will.
Yeah. So there are only few ways that you can get rare candy XL, and that is raiding using your local raid pass, or in fact you leveling up to level 50. Leveling up to level 50 gains you roughly around 14 rare candy XL from the progress of 40 to 50. So hence, not being able to progress at all, he's ain't able to actually get that rare candy XL. Don't get me wrong also though, he is able to power up the Pokemon. You want to show your storage to see, hey, yo bro! There are Kyogres here! Let's do the raid!
Let's jump in the raid! Get in the raid!
You better not tap the gym!
I shouldn't.
Alright, we're not going to show you what happens if you tap, but basically he'll be asked to actually select a team. Alright, so
I don't know if you just want to go from...
Oh sure, you can see your best Pokemon.
I don't really power up a lot, but I do have some things powered up.
Oh, there's a Shundo Garchomp, man.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really, really sick.
Yeah, my Shundo collection's really small. I've only got 4.
I mean, like, if you're limited to not be able to raid, you technically don't really have a lot of opportunity to get Shundo from the raid also, because the Hundo raid is 1 in 216, whereas even from hatching eggs is also 1 in 216. But Eli, you can see that he hatched roughly 10,000 eggs. I just want to show you guys one thing. Check out his Garchomp. Alright, he has powered up to level 50. Easy, right, bro?
Yeah.
Because we had a Gibo Community Day.
Yeah.
And he's still able to trade Pokemon, alright, which I'll talk to you guys about also, and how he was able to get certain Pokemon like Mewtwo, etc. Because trading is available, he actually trades for those Pokemon, correct? So what is your trade medal count over here? You can see. Oh, it's very high, 63,000. Actually, I'm quite impressed with that.
Try and make use of trades as often as I can.
So those are the only ways that you can get the Mewtwo. We see the Mewtwo over here. This is
it was an old trade. I never renamed it.
So you can see his Mewtwo
from my
here.
girlfriend.
It's from his girlfriend, Linsky. Another Mewtwo over here from Linsky. And then over here, the Groudon. So he depends on friends to actually get all these legendary Pokemon. All his legendary Pokemon are traded.
Yep.
Alright? Other than those that you can get from the special researchers. Just like yesterday, right bro?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So yesterday,
I did get those 3.
he actually got himself the 3 Regirocks. Alright? Oh, where are they? Here, the 3 Regirocks. Those were caught by himself. Those were still possible to get, but those are the only options for him. You know, of course, Go Battle League is another option when you actually get to a certain rank, getting the legendary Pokemon, etc. But there are certain Pokemon that he will never ever be able to get. But before we talk about that though, first of all, you guys can see for him to actually be able to get Garchomp up to level 50 is doable because of Community Day and also trading. However, for Mewtwo, it's at level 40. It's not easy for him to get XL Candy from Mewtwo because the only way for him to get it is through
walking.
Yeah, and you need 20 kilometers to get one chance of a XL Candy. So, ouch. Yep, you can't he can't rate for it. So, wow.
A lot of those will be stuck at 40 for a long time.
Correct. So the certain Pokemon that he cannot get are basically the ones that are untradeable, such as
mythicals like Mew.
Yeah.
From the was that the first Go Fest? Don't say no. What event did
one of the special researchers.
It was one of the many I couldn't complete.
Correct. And in fact, Darkrai and Deoxys, because those 2 Pokemon ain't tradable at all, though they are raidable. Show them your Darkrai. That's what D-A-R. Do you know how to spell Darkrai?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case, I'm sorry. Alright.
I do know how to spell that.
Darkrai, because he doesn't. So I'm just kidding. Alright, I'm sorry if that was the bad one. Alright.
No, it's good.
Darkrai and Deoxys.
Yep.
You wouldn't have Deoxys, right?
No.
Yeah, look at it. And even Mew. Alright? Mew. So he was telling me these are the Pokemon that he will never...
Yeah, just Mew.
Okay, wait, you have to type 151. You can type 151.
Okay,
Mew's Pokédex is 151.
Okay.
It will never appear. Alright, but we'll show you guys why later on. But if you were to type Celebi, because he was telling me that actually he has some of the mythical Pokemon like Celebi, Jirachi, and Zarud, right bro?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the Celebi, alright, is obtainable because of certain tasks that he can do, not needing to do any gym activities at all. For Jirachi, because it's also over there, you can see his Jirachi. He has a Jirachi.
That was doable. Zarud was as well.
And his Stardust, wow, his Stardust, you don't really need to power a lot of Pokemon, right?
No, I really don't need
Yeah,
to
he has 120 million, that's like 60 times more than me now. I'm at 2 million. Give me some, man. Alright, so even for Zarud, he even has that. That's what he said to me yesterday. Okay, so the Zamazenta, you guys can see is traded, it's lucky, so definitely it's traded. Alright, from Linkski also. And the shiny Zapdos also traded, I guess.
Yeah. Yep,
yeah.
All those were traded.
So remember that when he does this, when he does the trades for all those legendary Pokemon, the first trade will cost a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then once he gets it registered to his Pokédex, it will become cheaper, right?
Yeah.
So Zarud is another Pokemon that he can get. One thing I would like to show you guys that he actually said, which I've not seen yet, is his special research. Alright, he said he has over 25 special researches unable to be completed. Not that he...
So,
you know,
I'll have to close this one out as well.
Okay.
Because I'm stuck.
Yeah, you are stuck. You're stuck on there, right? So he's gonna close it like
that
this.
One out. So, yeah, my list is long.
Oh my god!
Yeah, my list is long. Some of these I do double check through whenever we get XP rewards that are odd numbers.
Oh, then you can alter it a bit.
I try and alternate and like double check through
god.
all of my saved ones in case I have others that can help.
See, just opening. I'm just gonna open some of them for them to see, alright? So that later we'll close it. Win a raid, battle a team leader. Okay, that's possible.
So I never tinkered with that. I don't know why. For some reason I thought that would add to my battles one.
Okay.
And I never wanted to try it to find out because my battles are still showing 0.
I mean, I can test it out for you and tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I can clear that one maybe.
Yeah. Win a raid. Anything that is something a raid, win a raid, battle in a raid, whatever a raid, he can't complete it at all. So now that we see all this, alright, I remember you telling me yesterday that you emailed to Niantic and you told them about your numbers problem, right? Your XP numbers problem. And you were telling me that they had a very, very interesting reply that they gave to you. You want to tell them the story about what happened?
So I went back and forth with a few people, emailing, just requesting if there was any opportunity for them to remove the XP.
He wanted to remove the last digit to bring it back to 0 or 5.
I had no qualms them even taking more than that.
Yeah.
Because I can always grind for more XP. That's not a concern for me.
Correct.
But the concern was not being able to hit the clean threshold.
Yeah.
They basically told me that I could just do things in the game to adjust my XP and fix it.
Yep.
But that would require me being on a team and spinning gyms.
Correct. So word for word, just to clarify, you said that Niantic actually asked you to choose a team.
Yeah.
Right? And they were saying that you were playing the game wrong.
Yes, they told me I was playing the game wrong.
To be honest, I find that a bit insulting. because there is no right or wrong in terms of how one would like to play the game or how would even one like to live their life. In life, to me, there is no right or wrong. Alright, the only thing is outcome. What kind of outcome, what kind of results you would like to get. So if this is the kind of results that you like to get and you're willing to bear with it, of course, you know, this is the consequences sometimes you will have to face. Whether someone deemed that is wrong or not, it really depends on, I guess, yourself to take the final decision on it. But Eli decides to take this path, and I just have one last question to ask you, bro. Do you regret not being able to do this, especially when you are out there with your friends? Even myself right now, I'm like teasing you saying, hey bro, let's do the Primal Kyogre here. Do you feel tempted at all to actually want to select a team to actually raid?
Honestly, no. No. I think the most tempting part was when we first got Mythicals in, and I realized I could probably clear that. When they added TL50 and when they added the level increase, that was another thing I immediately knew. I'm like, I don't know if I would be interested enough. I'm like, no, I think I'm fine. But just being where I'm at, sticking, just getting stuck at 40 was fine with me. Yeah, I don't think there was ever any point in time where in the game where anything sounded tempting enough where I would want to select a team.
Alright, so you have never ever regrets?
Nope, no regrets.
Wow, amazing.
No
well,
regrets.
you know, truth being said, if I'm in Eli's situation or so, already playing the game to this extent, not selecting a team up to even 800 million XP, I definitely would not want to throw that achievement away. And his girlfriend, Ling, was also saying to us in the car yesterday, if he were to select a team, I'm gonna... Alright, just fill in the blanks, alright? Yeah, fill in the blanks, whatever you guys want to think of. Even for me, I also told Eli personally, I said that, hey, you know, if you already played the game to this level, I really just continue with the grind, hit your 1 billion, and not even select a team anymore. Because once you select a team in a situation like that, it doesn't become as special, right?
That's true.
Yeah, so I really have huge respect for Eli, especially him telling me about all this. And one more thing that I'd just like to add on though, in terms of items management, this is the last thing, last thing that we want to show you guys. How do you manage your item?
I just throw away berries. All the berries.
Yeah.
I keep pineapples.
My mind just went like that. Because remember, I'm someone who loves to drop berries into gyms. So much so that my berry master, I showed him yesterday
it was
also.
1.2
million. Alright, so I'm at 1,204,706. So I really love dropping berries into the gym, and that is another way of getting Stardust, as you get 20 Stardust per berry. And if you get a star piece going, you get 30 per berry, which is a lot. It's a lot of Stardust.
Yeah, it adds up to be quite a
Correct.
bit.
So for him, he can't actually drop them into the gyms, and he will only use the berries for catching of Pokemon. And even using it on your buddied Pokemon. Yeah, those are the only two things I can think of to actually use it on, right?
Yeah, just clearing quests that require
clearing quests, use berries to catch
certain berry.
Correct.
Like whether it requires
use
you
5
to use
raspberries.
raspberries.
Okay, yep, correct.
Or if you need just berry buddy Pokemon.
Yeah, correct. So his
all I
berry
use
count, he actually maintains it really low. And remember, like I said, because he not being able to raid, his golden raspberry and also his silver pineapple berry count is very, very limited.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's something we have to take note of. Every golden berry to him is very, very precious. Yeah, that I definitely can understand when he actually explained all the things to me. Wow, dude!
Yeah, so I've got some of those.
I did not know that!
Yeah, I stack them and then I burn through several hundred and then they repopulate over time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay.
Yeah.
Definitely not from raids, right?
No, they're not raids. I honestly don't know how that number gets like that all the time,
Yeah.
but it constantly gets quite high.
Yeah.
I'll put them into something I know I'm gonna need.
Yeah.
I just got my first hundo, Lucky Rayquaza,
Okay.
this past weekend.
Okay.
When I was in Florida.
Okay.
And so I put some candies into that, knowing I would want to eventually
okay. Yeah, true,
max that out. So
Max, true.
I'm currently
I
walking
get
that as
what
my
you
buddy
mean.
Pokemon
Nice.
too.
So another thing though, why do you have passes?
So the passes, this original raid pass, I guess I could just claim, was my very, very first one.
Yeah, because you spin the gym.
Yeah,
with
when I
your
spun the gym
Go
with
Plus.
my Go Plus.
Yeah.
So I'll never be able to get rid of that.
Yep.
The remote raid passes.
You buy it from a box.
There were some boxes that had them.
Yeah, what's up? So sorry, we got cut off a bit.
The premium passes, I can't remember which box it was from, but we got free ones.
Yeah.
And so every so often when I need to claim another box, I just delete them.
Yeah.
So that way I can claim the next one.
Yeah. I think there's only one thing that you use your premium battle pass on.
Yes,
and
just,
that is Go Battle
Go
League,
Battle
the
League.
premium route.
Yep.
Right? Eli was telling me that before Go Battle League was out, he usually will buy certain boxes to get certain extra premium items like star pieces or lucky egg or whatever incense. At that point of time, there was one time that we could not delete away passes
Yeah.
at all. Now we have the ability to do so. So back then, you did do what? What did you? Yeah, you emailed to Niantic and what?
So I had emailed Niantic actually before they had added star pieces into the game, asking if they could be deleted or if they would be removable.
Okay.
They never really answered my question about that. But then when they added in star pieces, initially we got them in, I think, I don't know if they had them in a bundle very, very briefly, and I bought some. And then it immediately went into a box with a bunch of raid passes. And at the time you couldn't delete items.
Yep.
And so I was really tempted to buy the boxes, but then I knew that those raid passes would just clog up my inventory, and I couldn't get rid of them in any way, shape, or form. I think this was pre-Go Battle League as well.
Yep.
And so I had thought about it. I'm like, well, the value for the box, even without the raid passes on it, was still pretty good.
Yep.
At least in my opinion.
Yep.
For what I wanted to use the items for. And so I had emailed Niantic and asked them if they'd be able to delete items from my inventory. To which they answered the same thing, that they couldn't remove anything from my account for me. And I told them I'm perfectly fine paying them the coins that I bought.
But without the passes.
Without the passes.
Yeah.
And they told me they couldn't do it.
Yeah. They probably was telling him that he was playing the game wrong.
I think so. I think they told me to use them to do raids.
Yeah.
Like, you should just use them for
to do raids. I was like,
I'm like,
okay.
but I can't. The Gibble was during Gibble Community Day. It was either an instance or a lured spawn.
Oh,
So I got the Shundo there.
Okay.
Didn't know I had it until a couple hours later.
Okay.
I was checking my storage and inventory.
Okay.
Checked 4-star because I can search using the search function. So I can't appraise.
Yeah,
So-
but if you type raid, you will see nothing.
Yes.
Let's type that. Let's type that just for fun. And
And not
exclamation
traded,
traded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Truly magical account. Yep. So another thing though, we will check out his mega energy for certain Pokemon, such as even now, Groudon. He do not have the energy for that. He also do not have the energy, I believe, for Kyogre. He wouldn't have the energy unless it's from a research task or either a special research task. So even if we were to type Swampert, because right now we can actually get the energy for Swampert, right? So he has a bit.
Yeah.
Those were from the current Hoenn Tour Field research task. So for him, he will have to wait patiently after the mega raid boss were done with their existence in the raids to actually have their energy available in the field research task to actually obtain the energy to even mega evolve them, which is another challenge on its own.
Yeah. So I was really bummed out when I couldn't get some of these ones right away.
Understood.
Every so often, like you said, they'll add them into a quest line where there's no gym interactions needed.
Yep.
So I can get enough to mega evolve something.
Oh, wow. I didn't thought of that when he said that. Without any gym interaction, because yes, there are some quest line that you need to battle in a gym to get certain mega energy, and he cannot do that also.
So I just have to wait until they add it into the random pool of miscellaneous things, like in between, and it's always in between events. Normally, most events never have.
You
I
know,
can never find those
guys,
quests.
everything that Eli is saying, it feels normal to him.
It's just normal. It's
Yeah,
just regular,
but to me and you
ordinary
guys,
thing,
at least 99.99% of the players out there is like, what is going on? Because when he was saying all this to us at the dinner place yesterday, every one of us, we were like, huh? We were like, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is how it's like, running an account for Team Harmony. But that is all that we have for you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this particular interview with my dear friend Eli. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you, man.
I really appreciate your time.
For sure, definitely.
But definitely, if you guys have not thought of creating a Team Harmony to join Eli, maybe now is the time to do so.
You could.
Yeah, you guys could.
Everyone needs a green friend.
I got a green pass over here. Do you need
There
more?
you go.
You need more green pass?
Maybe, yeah.
All right, I'll give it to you
I could
later.
get a green pass,
All right,
but
you guys would see a crazier account next time when Eli actually hits 1 billion XP and see how things go. But all the best for that. You are just 130 million away from that. You'll definitely be able to hit it soon, especially now with excellent throw being a thing that you are able to get easier XP as compared to before. Last time raiding was the thing to go, and remember this, not being able to use any of his free passes at all definitely pulls him back in terms of the XP grind also. Alright, so yep, that is all from us. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely remember to leave a like on the video. It'll be much appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, Eli, it's time to say goodbye, man.
Alright.
Alright, so goodbye,
Come
goodbye,
again.
good. Bye.